Have you ever stopped to wonder what your dog thinks when you suddenly start dancing in your living room? Or what a crow sees when you spend 5 minutes staring into a tiny glowing rectangle? To us, these are completely normal behaviors. To animals, we might be the strangest creatures on Earth. But do animals actually think we're weird? The surprising answer is probably yes. Not because they judge us the way humans judge each other, but because our behavior breaks almost every rule the animal world has evolved to expect. Let's find out why. Every animal has a mental model of the world. Your dog expects certain patterns. Birds recognize danger by movement. Wolves predict what prey will do. Even tiny insects follow simple rules about what living things are supposed to look and act like. Humans break almost all of those rules. Imagine you're a deer watching someone walk into the woods. Instead of quietly searching for food, the human pulls out a chair, unfolds a table, builds a fire, starts talking to themselves through headphones, and stares into a glowing screen for hours. To the deer, none of that makes any sense. One of the weirdest things humans do is stare. Most animals avoid direct eye contact. In nature, prolonged staring usually means one thing: I'm about to attack. Predators stare before they strike. Rivals stare before they fight. Yet humans constantly make eye contact. We stare while talking, we stare while smiling. Sometimes we even stare at animals just because they're cute. For many animals, that's incredibly confusing. Your friendly curiosity may look like hunting behavior. Then there's clothing. Imagine you've only ever seen creatures covered in fur, feathers, or scales. Suddenly, you encounter a mostly hairless animal that changes its skin every single day. Yesterday, it was blue. Today, it's black. Tomorrow, it's bright yellow. Animals don't understand fashion. To them, humans constantly changing appearance may make us incredibly difficult to identify. Many birds recognize individual people largely by clothing. Researchers have shown that crows can remember specific humans for years. If you suddenly wear something completely different, some crows may hesitate before recognizing you. And then there's our obsession with carrying things. Very few animals transport objects everywhere they go. Humans carry bags, boxes, phones, backpacks, coffee cups, keys. Sometimes we even carry empty bags. To an animal watching from a distance, humans always seem to be dragging strange objects around. This is unusual because most animals only carry something when it's immediately useful: food, nesting material, or babies. Humans carry random objects everywhere. Perhaps the strangest thing is that we intentionally make loud noises. Most animals stay quiet unless necessary. Noise attracts predators. It scares prey. It wastes energy. Humans, we sing, we clap, we laugh loudly, we blast music from giant speakers. Some humans even pay money to stand in enormous crowds and scream together at concerts or sporting events. To many animals, this behavior probably seems completely irrational. Then there's something almost no other species does. We build giant glowing boxes and then sit in front of them for hours. Televisions, computers, phones. To us, they're windows into information. To an animal, you're staring at moving lights while barely moving yourself. Cats often paw at television screens because they think something is actually inside. Dogs sometimes bark at animals shown on TV. But after a while, many lose interest because nothing ever smells real. Humans, however, never seem to stop watching. Our homes are strange too. Most animals build shelters only when necessary. Birds build nests, beavers build dams, foxes dig dens. Humans build enormous houses filled with tiny separate rooms. One room for eating, one room for sleeping, another room just for cleaning ourselves. Some houses even have rooms that are almost never used. To an animal, that's incredibly inefficient. But perhaps the biggest mystery is fire. Most animals fear it, and for good reason. Wildfire is one of nature's most destructive forces. Humans didn't just stop fearing fire. We learned to control it. Imagine watching a species casually sitting around something that can burn down an entire forest, cooking food over it, roasting marshmallows, even lighting decorative candles for fun. To many animals, humans must seem almost immune to one of nature's greatest dangers. Then there's our relationship with other species. Humans keep wolves inside their homes, except now we call them dogs. We invite giant predators onto our couches. We feed them, talk to them, celebrate their birthdays. Some humans even let cats boss them around. From an animal's perspective, that's bizarre. In nature, predator and prey usually stay far apart. Humans blur those lines constantly. But here's where things become even stranger. Animals don't only find humans unusual. Many species actually learn to predict our weird behavior. City pigeons know traffic lights. Foxes learn garbage collection schedules. Crows recognize individual faces. Dogs memorize daily routines almost down to the minute. Some monkeys have even learned the tourists carry food. Animals may not understand why we behave the way we do, but they become experts at predicting us, because surviving often depends on understanding the weirdest animal in the environment, us. Interestingly, some animals even copy human behavior. Parrots imitate our voices. Dogs yawn when we yawn. Chimpanzees copy gestures. Crows learn by watching people solve problems. They don't necessarily understand our intentions, but they recognize that humans often know something worth paying attention to. So, do animals think humans are weird? Almost certainly. We wear removable skin, carry strange objects, build glowing caves, control fire, talk to invisible people through tiny boxes, and spend hours staring at moving lights. Compared to the predictable rhythms of nature, humans are wonderfully, unbelievably odd. Yet, despite all our strange habits, countless species have adapted to living alongside us. Some fear us, some trust us, some take advantage of us, and a few have become our closest companions. Maybe that's the most remarkable part. Animals don't need to understand everything we do. They only need to understand one thing. When humans appear, the world is about to become unpredictable. And perhaps, from their point of view, that's exactly what makes us the weirdest creatures that ever lived. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating questions about animals, evolution, and human history. Thanks for watching.